Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Unlimited. AEA postpones their convention. EAA Ford Tri-Motor Tour is put on hold. And DARPA launch challenge closes with no winner. I'm Sophie Herlock. The 63rd Annual AEA International Convention and Trade Show, originally scheduled for March 24th through the 29th, has been postponed due to the coronavirus. A new date for the event has not yet been set. However, the association did post a statement to their website saying, "The coronavirus has created an unprecedented situation, and the AEA's highest priority is the health, safety, and security of all attendees, exhibitors, and sponsors at association events. Due to a variety of current medical advisories, health warnings, and travel restrictions, the decision to postpone is the most prudent course of action at this time. The AEA staff will communicate directly with all registered attendees and exhibitors in the days ahead. In the meantime, this postponement will no doubt create questions, and we ask for your patience in advance as we respond to a high volume of emails and phone calls. Please allow the next couple of weeks for this process to occur." We'll be right back with Around the Patch.
There's a difference between charting a steady course and pushing for the ceiling. And for nearly a century, Hartzell Propeller has been defining that difference. It's in our passion for engineering and research and our dedication to testing the limits of performance. We are built on honor. We are Hartzell Propeller.
Welcome back. It's time for today's trip around the patch. One Aviation, a U.S.-based aircraft manufacturer of very light jets, obtained clearance from the Committee on Foreign Investment in the United States for its 100% acquisition by City King International, a Chinese-controlled investment company. City King will acquire One Aviation from Chapter 11 bankruptcy and will support its operations post-bankruptcy. Second-generation fighter pilot and former F-22 Raptor pilot Kristen Wolf will lead the F-35A Lightning II demonstration team for the 2020 and 2021 airshow season. Wolf has around 800 hours flying both the F-22 Raptor and F-35, and has spent a lifetime around the Air Force thanks to her father, retired Colonel John Wolf, who served for 28 years. An American Airlines pilot based in the DFW area has tested positive for the coronavirus. The pilot is the first person employed by the carrier to be diagnosed with the disease and is undergoing treatment. Neither the Allied Pilots Association or the airline would offer any details about when the pilot became ill or whether they had flown recently. The U.S. Air Force awarded a contract to Sierra Nevada Corporation to provide A-29 aircraft ground support equipment, pilot training, contractor logistics support, aircraft sparring, and sustainment for the Combat Air Advisor mission for Air Force Special Operations Command. Under this contract, work will begin immediately in Jacksonville, Florida, and Centennial, Colorado. In 2021, the aircraft will be delivered, with training and support activities continuing through 2024. We'll be right back with the rest of the news.
The Sling II, a modern, economical flight training airplane for today's pilots. 120-knot cruise, sporty handling, sliding bubble canopy, modern glass panel, and dependable Rotax power. Available in LSA or kit versions. Check it out at airplanefactory.com.
The national tour for the EAA's 1929 Ford Tri-Motor aircraft will be put on hold for at least a month due to the coronavirus and concerns over the flight crews and passengers' health. A tentative date for resumption of the tour is April 16th in Hickory, North Carolina, although the situation will be continually monitored for any changes. The month-long suspension of the Tri-Motor Tour will cancel planned stops in Gainesville, Florida, Apalachicola, Florida, and Milledgeville, Georgia. All pre-booked flight reservations are being fully refunded. EAA's National Tri-Motor Tours feature the 1929 Ford 4ATE, which has a colorful history of serving as an airliner for Eastern Air Transport, a Cuban airline, and the government of the Dominican Republic. The airplane has also had movie roles in The Family Jewels, starring Jerry Lewis, and Public Enemy, starring Johnny Depp. Less than 2 years after starting, DARPA's effort to stress the approaches and processes associated with space launch ended on March 2nd with Astra, the lone launch challenge participant, canceling its launch less than a minute before liftoff. Astra faced technical and weather-related issues during the roughly 2-week window of the challenge campaign, which ran from February 17th through March 2nd in Kodiak, Alaska. Meeting DARPA's timeline to demonstrate a flexible, responsive launch capability proved especially difficult. In roughly 2 weeks, Astra moved their entire rocket and launch infrastructure from their facilities in California to Alaska, and their team had to set up all the equipment required to launch on a simple concrete launch pad and integrate a previously undisclosed set of payloads. The preferred outcome was for us to see Astra accomplish 2 successful launches from 2 different locations within a short period of time. However, with Astra rapidly making it to launch day with minimal infrastructure and little knowledge of their launch conditions, we view the challenge as achieving many of its goals, stated Todd Master, DARPA Launch Challenge Program Manager. And that wraps up our show, everyone. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to click subscribe and to check us out on Twitter and on Facebook. For more aviation and aerospace news any time of the day, head over to aero-news.net. I'll see you tomorrow.